that guy's talking again. I just wish he'd shut up. You've reached Talking with Dr. Terry, 180 seconds to a better you. Message number 66. I'm Dr. Terry Wurzbacher, and this call goes out to John V. Last week we talked about child-proofing our triggers and how we could use a triggered response to find a quality in ourselves that we have and might want to change. Today, though, let's take a different look at things that trigger us. You all know Shakespeare's saying, "Nothing is good or bad, but thinking makes it so." How does this apply to our triggers? Do they really have to be triggers? And if we want to continue to use that term, can't triggering be good too? Last week I was in a meeting. We were talking about an important topic, but also a sensitive one. One gentleman kept taking center stage, so to speak. He kept monopolizing the conversation. Then we'd go around the room, other people would get a chance to talk, and then we'd be right back to him. And he went on and on and on. It was like, I'm a very impatient person. I'm working on that, but I just wanted him to shut up. I wasn't able to absorb what anybody was saying, whether it was him or other people, and that just added to my frustration. But about halfway through all of this, I realized he was just lonely. His continual talking was his way of interacting with people, even though it was one-sided. It was still something that he had with other people, and I don't think he had a lot of that in his life. Once that happened, all the hot air went out of my balloon. It was like it was punctured with a pin, and I began to see him with compassion and understanding. It also allowed me to absorb more of what other people were saying, and I was able to enjoy the rest of the meeting. Take a minute when you hang up from this call and think of some family member, a friend, a colleague, someone who has a little idiosyncrasy that's a pet peeve of yours and drives you nuts. Then dig as deep as you can, and sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's difficult, to find what's called the seed of equivalent benefit in that habit or action. For example, if your spouse leaves the cap off the toothpaste all the time, why do we always pick on toothpaste? Anyway, and it has become a pet peeve of yours, can you step away and see it for the tiny little event that it is, and also be grateful that you have a spouse, and be thankful for all that he or she does that makes you feel loved and happy? How important is that toothpaste cap in the grand scheme of things? I'll bet you'll be able to convert that trigger of frustration into trigger of gratitude, so that next time you see the cap lying on the bathroom counter, you'll smile and say, I sure am lucky to have so-and-so in my life. It's all about perspective, and most of the things that annoy us are so insignificant that we would be ashamed if we could look at them from outer space. Pick something now, just one thing, go ahead and convert it, and see if you can continue to do this for the rest of the week.